All right. So I saw a video from Justin King. I was trying to decide whether or not I should mention his name, but I'll go ahead and do it. Justin King did a video talking about transgender vets being able to have their confirmation surgery. And I say to myself, this is immoral. This is also such a minor issue. 2%. I was looking at this. 2% of the population of the United States military. Let me make sure here. 2% of the military is LGBTQ. Okay. Okay. What percentage of the Okay, here we go. Okay, according to the RAND Corporation, so take that with a, and this is 2015, 16,000 service members found that 5.8% of the respondents identified as being lesbian, gay, or bisexual. Okay. So how many of those would be, like I say, I'm sure that that's probably all they had, but what percentage of those folks would be transgender? Oh, let's go ahead and do it. Is this way. Transgender. What percent of the military is transgender? By the numbers, let's see here. 14,700 transgender troops. That many? Hold on. Okay, so this is 2017. Here's 2019. This is palmcenter.org. Let me see here. There's a PDF. Let me see here. Let me see. 9 pages. All right. So based on Pentagon data, we estimate that number of currently serving transgender troops is 14,707, of which 8,980 are in the active component and 5,727 are in the selected reserve. Okay. So we're looking at this probably across the whole, all the branches, right? So 14,707. Okay. Out of 3 million. Let's go ahead and let's work out the numbers here. 14,707 divided by roughly 3 million. We're just, like I said, this isn't brilliant math, but yeah. So that is 4 hundredths. 4 hundredths of a percent. Not even 1%. Hold on. Not even 1% of the population of the military is transgender. And yet, they can get a surgery. Imagine, like I said, I went to, hold on. Okay, I'm getting her. So, like I say, I went to basic training in 2005. And there was, I think this is how the dude got out of it. But he was kind of a screw up, a little bit more than me, I think, which is how I was able to BS my way through. But he said that he was gay. And that was obviously don't ask, don't tell. And so he got himself out. The thing is, man, in my opinion, is when you get into this whole transgender stuff, I think that Tariq Nasheed was correct, or at least his documentary was partly correct, is that when you say trans, now there was a guy who was saying this, maybe I'll find that clip, maybe I'll clip that little bit, but the one of the commentators was saying it's a segue. Trans means segue. I'm pretty much just quoting verbatim what he said almost. And he said that leads into transhumanism, where, you become a machine and all that sort of thing and gets on into all this complicated stuff, right? And I think that's absolutely true. How can you be against capitalism, this and that, and then support transgenderism? Because the thing is, it's not just, that's just the first step. Transgenderism destroys the idea that, people are people, in my opinion. I'm going to be bold and say that. I think that transgenderism, the fact that the left in general, and I say that loosely, but, anarchists, Marxist, Leninists, to a point, have died on the hill that, transgenderism should be accepted. When you do that, you support capitalism, in my opinion. That's my view of it. Because you show that, capitalism promoting transgenderism and, having large companies that produce HRT, and you would have to take thousands of HRT pills. That's a lot of money for, big pharmaceutical companies. But people like that don't talk about that. They would rather talk about the sex gender argument or whatever, right? But the thing is, though, this, put up the shake hands emojis down below. But this is me agreeing with Tariq Nasheed that, transgenderism isn't good for white folks. Or is it good for melanated people or black folks or whichever you want to term? Foundational black Americans. It's not good. I'm going to go here and be bold. I'm going to go mask off here for a minute. Transgenderism is immoral. Transgenderism does not just stop at transgenderism. If you think that it does, you're an idiot. I'm just going to tell you that right now. There's no point in trying to change a lot of these people that are dedicated to that idea. There's no point in getting into it. It's just like, okay, if that's what you want to believe, fine. And I'm not going to go further than that because that's going to be even more Fed posting. But transgenderism is immoral. And I would say the rest of the LGBTQIA movement is immoral. The gay community is immoral. This is only a small portion of society in general. And yet, why is it that everybody has to be subjected to it? See, this is a whole thing of, what Tariq Nasheed was talking about, right? Where the LGBTQ movement, QIA movement, the gay community is seen. And I think, they're onto something here. Is seen as a way to control the population. I think that's true. I think it's a way to make people docile and to confuse things. For me, honestly, I've talked about, how reparations will be, unrealistic. But at this point, give out the reparations. Go ahead. Give out the reparations. Let the U.S. go bankrupt. Why not? Let the U.S. go bankrupt. Give the reparations. Let melanated people have their own country. Let them. Let them do it. But I would say this, as I've repeated before, this is the mask off video, but don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask honkies for nothing. Say, nope, we are products of Yakub. We are cave beasts, this and that. You don't want our dirty money. We gave you money once. Don't ask for it again. And maybe that's a bit more controversial, but that's how I feel about it. So anywho, I'm going to edit this down when I can, but I hope y'all enjoyed that video. See you later. Goodbye.